It's already week number 8 of the high school football season, getting ready for MEA week in the state of Minnesota. Spring Grove will take on Houston this week. Head coach Kody Moore joining us, and going back to last Friday night, close ball game at halftime against Kingsland, and Kingsland outscored you in the second half. Coach, looking at the film from that game, what were the takeaways from your perspective?
Yeah, number one, hats off to Kingsland. They're definitely cream of the crop in Section 1, I think. They're very dynamic offensively and play fast and physical defensively, and they showed that. I was proud of our guys and the way we played really through 3 quarters. It kind of flipped there with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, but beyond that, we were close to even. It was 16-13 at halftime, like you mentioned. So 2 scores to 2 scores difference was the 2-point conversion plays. But, I thought defensively, we did a really nice job of limiting, for the most part, a very dynamic rushing attack. We limited their running back. I think he ended up with 78 yards on the ground. And really for most of the game, we did a good job of funneling him in, as well as their athletic quarterback. So those were good things that we saw. Our run defense, it's something we've kind of hung our hat on, and I feel like we continued that trend against probably the best rushing attack that we saw. So that was good to see. On the flip side of the ball, there were good things. Jackson Strinmona had a big night. He had 10 catches for 130 yards and a touchdown. I thought Bryce did a good job of getting him involved early and often. I think that's going to be something we have to make sure we do here going forward. It really came down to, there were 2 drives we got down to inside the 10 that we didn't finish, where at that time we could have gone up 2 scores rather than being even. And then, we had a pick 6 there towards the end of the third quarter that they got that kind of flipped the game. So looking at it, we need to finish drives, need to take care of the football. If we do that, I really do believe we can play with anybody. And we kind of showed that there on Friday night.
And when you talk about finishing those drives, and I know we've touched on this throughout the season, what is going to be the difference between getting to the 10-yard line and getting into the end zone?
Well, it's mindset down there. It really is. They did a good job of stacking the box and making it difficult to run once you get down in there. That can at times be the issue at the spread. We all know that once that field shrinks down, it can make it difficult. And we tried going to Jackson a couple times on jump balls that we just missed. And I just think it's an execution and mindset thing. I do believe that our guys will get there. And, when it really counts here as we get into the postseason, those boys up front are going to get the job done. We'll be able to punch those type of drives into the end zone.
And obviously you got some new people up front with the injuries that you've dealt with up there. How have the new guys kind of developed, and how have they improved over these last couple of weeks when they've been forced into action?
Yeah, I think, especially you look at Tyson Moen filling the center spot, while never having played that before. He took a big step forward this week. It was a struggle the week before against Mabel, but I thought him and Bryce, for the most part, they were on the same page and did a nice job with that exchange. Obviously everything else works off of that. So I was real proud of Tyson's effort there. We kind of slid some guys around up front. Ethan Crouch played a little guard for us. Ben Oudstoon slid into tight end, and Brandon Yankee, he's been kind of a stalwart there at guard. So he's been solid all year, most consistent probably up front. So, I think they're doing a good job. They have a good attitude. They keep plugging away, and I think they're going to be playing their best ball here. We're going to find that right combination to keep the offense going here and kind of get some explosive plays and that type of stuff as we head down the stretch here.
And bottom line, as you touched on earlier, you're still playing some pretty darn good defense despite the results these last couple of weeks. Is that kind of a selling point to the guys that, yes, the scoreboard hasn't gone our way these last couple of weeks, but if we keep doing what we're doing, we can have some success?
Yeah, exactly, Darren, especially this game Friday night. Because again, like I said, Kingsland's the number 1 team in the section, no doubt. And to play with them like we did through basically 3 quarters, I hope our guys draw confidence from that. I think they will. And yeah, our defense has been, for the most part, lights out throughout the whole year. So it's something, you can hang your hat on. You can trust your defense, and then just if our offense can just take that next step in finding consistency, I think we're going to give teams some trouble here in the playoffs.
And you got Houston, your opponent on Wednesday night. What are you expecting out of the Hurricanes?
They're ground and pound, just like they have been. Kody does a nice job over there. They're always physical. They really fire out low at the point of attack. And, they can grind you that 3-4 yards, really drain the clock. So they can do a really nice job in their run game, and that's going to be critical for us. Hopefully our run defense can stay stout like it has been, and hopefully our offense can find some consistency, take care of the football, and finish drives. And I think those things are going to be key to finding that win there at Houston on Wednesday night.
Hopefully that's exactly what happens, Coach. Keep your guys healthy. We wish best of luck.
Thanks a lot, Darren.
Kody Moore, head coach of the Spring Grove Lions.